Hi, my name is Adnan Hasbi and I'd like to welcome you to another episode of Rambling of an Analyst. In today's episode, we're going to talk a little bit about this company called Electronic Arts. And in case you guys are wondering what they do, they are basically a video game company. And how I found this particular stock was that back in the day when I was still studying in college, I still remembered every time right after class or right in between class, me and my friends would sit in front of a PC or we will sit in front of a console and we'll turn on a game. And one of the most popular games that we always turn on will be FIFA. I don't know whether you guys, back then the chime was EA Sports. Since back then, about 10-20 years ago, this has been a very, very popular company. So amongst the reason why I like, this particular company, or amongst the reasons why I like, game development companies or video game companies, is that number one, I am a gamer myself. But more importantly, if you look at the industry as a whole, it is growing. And we could see that in 2020, it grew by 9.3%. And this is the total industry numbers. So if we were to break this down into three subcategories, we could see that the mobile, gaming devices, we could see that it grew by about 13.3% on a year-on-year basis. The PC market, however, it grew by about 5%, and the console market grew by about 7%. Overall, the whole industry grew by 9.3%. And if you are wondering to yourself what Electronic Arts, where are they mostly involved, it's not only the console market and it's not only the PC market, but slowly and surely they are moving towards the mobile. They are moving towards the mobile space. So as a company, as a whole, they create games for all three segments, and we can see that there is a super growth over here. And should certain segments be more popular, Electronic Arts is poised to take advantage from these trends. So amongst the games that Electronic Arts actually create, both for PC and also console, these are the popular games. As I mentioned to you, back in the day, I used to play FIFA, and it was 10-20 years ago, and ever since then, that name, it was very synonymous and very amongst video game players that love to play soccer or football. And there's also Madden also. On top of that, they also create the game Sims. But for the new gamers over here, one of the more popular games Electronic Arts have created quite recently is Apex Legend. And I heard from one of my younger gamer friends that this is a very, very popular game amongst the gaming community. So over here we can see that not only it creates games which has a strong brand franchise with the older players, but even with the new upcoming gamers, there is also games for them. And as I mentioned to you, Electronic Arts also is involved in the mobile market or the smartphone market, and these are the games that Electronic Arts developed, or if not, they actually acquired some companies which actually made these games. So EA is also within the mobile phone market, and over here we can actually see that they already started creating FIFA for the mobile market, which is really, really cool. And also even Madden and NBA. So they are taking positions in all of the consoles, not only consoles, PC, but also mobile. So over here I really discussed about some of the reasons why I like this particular stock. On top of that, amongst the competitive advantage that this company has is that it has a strong brand franchise. And as I mentioned to you, games like FIFA and also Sims is very, very strong in terms of, the older gamers like myself and my peers, and also Madden. On top of that, the second point is that they continue to make great games. So in fact, even today, a lot of younger players are playing Apex Legends. This is a battle royale game, and is actually really popular amongst, I guess, the younger gamers. The final, I guess, competitive advantage for EA Sports is that with this company creating lots of great games, especially AAA games with great graphics, what's going to happen eventually is that their team of programmers are going to slowly level up. Every time they create a good game, the team will continue leveling up. And after a certain amount of, I guess, leveling up, forgive me for using gamer references, I am a gamer too. But after their programmers have leveled up, the games that they can create, it will be even better and better and better and better. And this actually provides this company a competitive advantage where they can actually continue creating games with great graphics and also great gameplay. So finally, being an analyst and everything, let's look at the numbers. We could see it has been relatively flat between 16 to 19. But having said that, 2020, it actually grew quite significantly in terms of net income. And if you look at the margins, the margins are relatively attractive for this company. And we can see that compared to I guess 2016, it was about almost 70%. Right now, the margins actually grew, the gross profit margins. And one of the reasons for this is that there's a couple of reasons. Number one, with the pandemic, a lot of people are actually staying at home, and when more and more people are staying at home and there's not much of activity, what a lot of people may do is play games and also watch Netflix. So this is one of the few, and this is one of the few beneficiaries. Aside from that, I think one of the reasons why the margins grew is that the way we buy games. Back in the day, we used to buy games which comes in boxes, paper, and whatnot. So, as a company, if they want to distribute the game to the end customer, it may cost them a fair bit, and even the boxing and the packaging and whatnot. But today, we can actually buy a lot of games using online platforms, or we can actually download the games. So, as a company, that will help them save in terms of distribution costs, and that will also help them eventually increase their margins. So that's my small little coverage on EA Sports. If you have any questions, please write it down in the comment section. If not, I'll see you guys in the next episode.